to the icon that is Lucy Lawless. Keep it going, doesn't she look stunning, ladies and
dancing on social media. I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, it's going everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you what, this is a fangirl moment for me. I'm such a fan of yours, and we're so glad that you could come all the way to Telford and see us. How has the Comic-Con been treating you so far?
Divine, just hanging out with all you lot. You said, are you ready to meet Lucy Lawless? But actually, we practically had sex, right? All of us were all been hugging and, yeah, hi guys.
Yeah. How has the fan response been in Telford? Obviously, you have a huge UK following and
very loving. Very loving.
Well, I mean, I have to be the one to talk about this beautiful look here. I grew up with Xena, Warrior Princess, and I dare might say that this is an iconic character, and it's really a beacon of female empowerment. Tell us about what it's like to carry that on your shoulders, to be such a female icon.
Well, I don't carry it. Maybe it carries me a little bit. It's like all your characters are like hot air balloons, on strings, and they sort of carry you across the world and to hang out with people like you who love the show. Sorry. Yeah, so I wear it lightly, and most of the time I don't really think about it, to be honest with you, because I'm too busy being day-to-day in my own life, and that's where we all should live, right? But to come and reminisce with you all is a very beautiful thing.
We're so happy that you're here, yes. Honestly, the amount of cosplay that we've seen here in Telford of Xena, what is it like to see people cosplaying as one of your characters?
I think it's charming. I see how much work people have gone to. I'm really honoured that people give a damn and do such beautiful, intricate work, and I love that they like my new show too, so you've warmed the cockles of my heart. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We have to talk about Never Look Away, because it is premiering in October, I believe. Yes, round of applause. Can you tell us what to expect and what the project means to you?
Okay, so a couple of years ago, I got an email from a guy called Joe Duran who said, do you want to make a film about my best friend who died some time ago? And her name is Margaret Moth. And my mind was cast right back to 1992 when I saw this news article about a New Zealand camerawoman, a war camerawoman, who was sniped in Sarajevo during the siege in 1992. And her jaw was blown off, and my whole country was just riveted to the TV. And I immediately was possessed by this, let's call it an angel, anyway, that made me jump on board and say, I will find the money, I will produce this, the story has to be told. And truthfully, I was just scared that somebody else would get it ahead of me. And they said, great, Lucy's going to make it. And then I went, oh my God, I don't know how to make a film. I've never done this before. Why am I making these crazy promises? But it really was like the project chose me and drove me like a little car all the way to the end. And 2.5 years after getting the first email, and by the way, through the scariest, most painful, most intriguing, most rewarding experience I've ever had, 2.5 years later we were at Sundance, opening Sundance. So it was an amazing, amazing honour, and it's gone on to Hot Docs and South by Southwest, Sundance London. So I never foresaw this. It's really changed my life. It's changed my view of myself, because I didn't realise my own potential. I've been an actor a really long time, but to go and generate something from before there was money is really, it's an absolute miracle, and now I'm hoping to do that again sometime. So yeah, it's changed me. Like, I'm a much quieter person. I'm a much I don't know why, but I think of myself differently, and I really, the lesson of the film is Margaret's life, as it was for me, and the lesson for you is, if you reach that little bit further for that thing that you desire, that you think is out of reach, you might just get it. You know, your potential lies just outside the known. So I really, really encourage you to just try again, reach a little higher, work a little harder. You might blow your own mind, and you will be changed.
Yes. Hashtag never look away. We're going to think about it, and the information is all on Twitter, I should say X, Instagram. And I want to commend you, by the way, for using social media and your platform for so many great things and great causes. Round of applause for your activism and philanthropy. Really, really inspiring. What are your thoughts on social media? Is it something that you enjoy, or do you find it tedious?
Well, my fans know that I don't spend my life on social media, and sometimes it's really important to really just get away from it, jump into today, jump into the people around you, read something. You know, you lose the ability to read if you're like, I get sucked into a YouTube bloody tunnel like everybody else, and it's really important to sometimes let go of that and pay attention to the people who are actually physically around you, maybe tell it to your neighbours. So I think it's a useful way to connect, but it shouldn't become your, it shouldn't be a substitute for the real people in your life. And it's easier for us who are older, who are, you know, grew up before social media, to see the value in that, but anyone can get sucked into that fabulous wormhole. And I hate being bossed around by an algorithm, don't you? I feel like it's like cigarettes or something. Like, I don't want to be owned by Mr. Rothmans and being manipulated by nicotine levels or something. Even brands, like I feel like I'm being manipulated to care about things that don't care about me back. So yeah, I want to be judicious about that, I guess.
They're showing you things that you might not want to see as well, and they're pushing brands you might not care about.
Well, even worse, they're only showing you things that you care about, so you're not getting a true view of what the world is and how people really think.
It's very well said. Well, we're all here because we are fans of yours, but, and by the way, we are going to get you to go to the microphone at this time. If you'd like to ask a question to Miss Lawless, you can go to the microphone right there. We'll do a little interactive Q&A. But we're all here because we're your fans, but we'd love to know, what are you a fan of? We've got all of the genres represented here. Star Wars, Harry Potter. What are you a fan of?
I hate to tell you, I'm a hardcore realist, and I don't know how I got sucked into fantasy and social sci-fi and everything. Like, I'm just an alien there, because, you know, I'm going to watch Judi Dench, or I'm going to watch a documentary. Yeah, this action television, this has been a weird detour for me, honestly, and but I'm really grateful because it's taken me to places I never would have gone on my own. So, and Telford in particular. So, here with you all.
So glad you're here. Yes, we've got a question from a lovely gentleman here on the right. Hi there,
lovely gentleman.
Hi, Lucy. I've got a question about Never Look Away. I was at the premiere in Piccadilly last week, and it was to do with. Can I sort of say a little bit about it, without spoilers?
No, you can spoil, it's fine.
There was sort of two reconstructions done with like the models.
Diorama, yeah.
And it looked really cool, and I wasn't sure if it was real models that had been filmed, if it was CGI.
No, we didn't have the money for CGI, and I am not moved by CGI like that. So we made physical models, large-scale diorama, to tell the story of things. Like when Margaret was shot, she was in the back of a van going to work. They were not rolling the camera. There are no images. So in documentary, you have to, images are everything. Because you can't just have talking heads, that's boring. So we decided to use diorama to take people there. And as I probably said in a Q&A, that for a kid of the 70s like me, diorama was our CGI. And that's how you went back and to somewhere you'd never been before and build these dioramas. So we did that, and it was cool. It was so old, it was new again, you know, fresh.
Yeah, You did Margaret credit.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
Pull it down if it's easier for you. There you go.
I was wondering, I really love My Life is Murder, and I was wondering, what drew you to Alexa and doing a bit of a crime show instead, and what's it like executive producing the show as well?
So Alexa was the first one of the projects where I was there before the money. So it was a woman approached me. I was at Pride in Sydney, and she approached me and said, "Do you want to do a show, like a murder show?" I said, "Oh, I love murder." Yes. Like, I'll go and watch, this is what I do for entertainment. I go and watch actual court cases in actual courthouses on my own, wherever I am. If I find myself out of work, I'm going straight to the murder court. Because, it's really important that the justice system remains transparent. I recommend this. Or doing your jury duty and everything. Like, it's a really important thing to do for safety, that no judge should be able to make a judgment without it being transparent. Anyway, how the hell did I get into that? Anyway, she said, "Want to make murder?" And I said, "Yes, I do. Let's do it." So we said, "Do we want it to be kind or do we want it to be a bit cynical?" We're like, let's do it kind, because in 2018 the world was already feeling a bit dark. Things were gnarly, even before COVID, remember? So we wanted to do something that was kind and kind of, silly word, but wholesome. Like, I didn't want to do sex and drugs and violence and stuff. Tons of that. So I wanted to make something that would be a psychic holiday for people. See, it's a good hang. You go and hang with us, you can get to see my hometown and hang with these nice little people, and then do a little bit of justice at the end, like, we'll get the bad guy. And it feels good. So I'm an executive producer because I was there before the money, and we put together the team, found Ebony, who's my amazing co-star in that, and and Bob's your uncle. Bob's a monkey's uncle. You can have that.
We get a round of applause for this amazing cosplay, ladies and gentlemen.
Lovely to meet you. This is a huge tick off my bucket list, meeting you and cosplaying as you. What have you got that you really want to tick off your bucket list, personally or professionally?
My personal thing, it's something I've held since I was a child, and it's that I want to be able to speak another language flawlessly, and I'm really in arrears. I've forgotten everything. Every time I come back to, Europe, where I studied French, German, and Italian at school and university, but I've dropped it, I've forgotten it all. Greek! Zena was a Greek, yeah. That Mediterranean diet cannot beat it. That's my absolute dream, to spend a year in a country speaking zero English, and it's just hard to engineer.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hello, apologies about my voice.
Remind me of your name again, please.
My name is Maria.
Maria.
I'd sing too, because firstly, Welsh. I'm going to Welsh first for you, because
Drop the mic down a bit, babe, so we can hear you.
Thank you. Welsh is another language if you fancy. I love the Welsh cakes. I got you a little badge, but
Oh my God, those Welsh cakes, you are diabolical. Let me tell you, those things are satanically tasty, aren't they? You guys have Welsh cakes? If you haven't, Greeks? Oh my God. It's probably like whipped pig fat and sugar and stuff. It's the most dangerously delicious thing I've ever eaten. I was really cross about that. Thanks, Maria.
how did you do your tea? I'm going to judge you on this. How did you do? That's my question.
I did have it with tea. I made a point of getting the tea, like you said.
Tea.
Bossy boots. Yes, I did it. I don't need sugar because the Welsh cakes have got it all.
Thank you. My question, firstly, Never Look Away, nailed it. My God, from the Barracuda, my heart was racing. That is now my running jam, like fast thing. And even now my heart's racing, I didn't even hear of it before.
Secondly, the film, amazing, and I love that. With My Life as Midlands, it's light-hearted. I like the way it talks, I mean, it's cool. So from like light-heartedness to then the raw Margaret Moth film, amazing, I love that. My question is, like, in the Never Go Away, we see that she was like skydiving or parachuting, and I'm aware she's no longer with us, unfortunately, but like, had you had an opportunity to like maybe interview her and then go for something fun like she was visiting you, what adventure would you decide after like interviewing or possibly meeting to take her on? Like she's been skydiving, so what idea of fun adventure would you invite her and share an experience with her, you know, if times are different?
What am I inspired to do because of her? Is that what you mean?
And also, like, if she was still here today and had like a work meeting or something, like, okay, let's go for something fun, adventurous.
She would take me out to some bloody school ball and spot young men. I'm not sure that she and I could. No, just no, Margaret, no. I used to wonder, would Margaret even like me? And then I realised, not important. She chose me anyway to tell the story, and that's how it felt. I'm not sure. What she has inspired in me is to really chase some stories that I want to tell, and to put my everything on the line, including my life on hold, to pursue making a film out of these new stories. So I'm at least waist deep in 3 scripts right now, and chasing the money, because as I said, that's a miracle to get funded. So I hope I have another film for you in a couple of years. Yeah.
I think you would like to like and my size. You both tall, you both badass, you both do what you want, you both believe and you speak up. Like she spoke up for the people who were pushing this people in the crowd. You speak up and use a platform and speak up as well. So I think, yeah, thank you.
Hello, love, you can pick that up. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes. Rockstar. You got it. You can. What's that, darling?
Made me jump yesterday, so I'm a bit nervous. I was trying to think about all the questions I could ask because you've probably been asked them a million times before, so it's like, how do you think of an original one? So I just kind of thought, since I like musicals, and Zena, there was 2 musical episodes, I was wondering what was your favourite moment to film from either The Bittersweet or Liar Liar Hearts on Fire?
Was Miss Amphipolis a musical? No.
You can include that if you want though, because it's a fun episode.
I don't remember that one so well. I remember working with the amazing Kevin Smith, who played Aries, on Bittersweet. I think Bittersweet I thought it was so genius how they used the tarot and sort of wended it into a Herc and Zena sort of fight against it. Not Herc, sorry. He wasn't there. Just a journey to the dark side and back, I guess. I think that was my favourite, and I used to hate it every time they tried to make me dance, and I was like, I'm just not interested. Once upon a time I might have been good at dancing if I wanted to be dancing, but anything that I'm not interested in is just it's already a fail. So I think I've got ADD, I can only hyper-focus on things that grab me, and I'm hopeless at everything else. So like hair, by the way. Hair, very bad at hair. Can't get interested. Fashion, can't get interested.
I might be the only guy on the planet that can't style my own hair. I literally just brushed it back and put it in a bun.
That's right.
But yeah, I listen to a lot of the songs on loop, and I think even the neighbours know them at this point because they're just like,
Bless you, my son.
nice guess, that's right.
Thank you, love.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hi Lucy.
Hello.
So you just mentioned about dancing that you're not interested at all. And I think that your best dance was in Who's Good Khan. When you were dancing. That was like another level.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so horrible. I'm just like, it's like a stunt fight. I've just got to get this over with as soon as possible because it's murder.
I don't buy that. It's literally, it's like
Oh, it's true.
scene. But my question is, do you remember when you had that spider on your face?
Yes, I remember having a spider on my face.
What was that like on set?
Well, I didn't mind. I was like, it's just a little spider. I mean, it's as big as my hand, but it's just a little spider. And it's probably more scared than me because it's on my face and I'm going, right? Because I'm being possessed by Alti the witch or something. And the spider was so scared, it was hunkering down on my face like its body. And the cameraman turned pale and had to get up and walk away. He couldn't shoot it. Same with the focus puller. We had to bring in people lower down the pecking order to shoot that because they were so arachnophobic they couldn't shoot me with the spider. And then its little legs were going in my mouth to try to hold on because I'm like, it was kind of weird, but more interestingly that my colleagues couldn't handle it, and they didn't have the spider in their mouths.
Anyway, that was cool. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Yeah. That's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me about that. Yes, love.
Hello, my name is Artemis, like the Greek goddess. It's funny, I only discovered Xena about a year ago.
Yay, welcome.
And
Because you ran out of Game of Thrones and you're like, what am I going to do now?
that's funny. Because everybody kept telling me how gay it is, and I was like, oh, okay, is it going to be another one of those programs where they're telling me it's gay, but it's not going to be gay, And then I was pleasantly surprised, having identified as pansexual gender fluid most of my life. So it's and I've been hyperfixated on Greek gods and goddesses since a child. So the fact that I didn't discover it before like Percy Jackson and all that is really funny. But anyway, so my question is that obviously there was a couple of episodes where you did like modern day, Gabrielle and stuff. So what was it like to kind of come on set and they go, well, you're not wearing your armour today, you're wearing a suit today?
I was like, oh, fabulous!
Yeah.
I used to be so jealous of all those shows that had modern clothing. Like Zips and Elastic, guys, you don't know what a huge leap forward that was for mankind, and womankind especially. I love that. Plus, I think I got to play sort of Meg-like characters in those, right? So the pressure was off. I didn't have to be Xena. I could be Meg, which is pretty closer to me, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that was a good day when I could put on my Annie shoes, play Annie. I still got those shoes. They're so great. They're a little like an inch too big, but I love them because my toes can do this in them. Because my toes are. I've got toes that want to do that.
My toes look like this.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I don't know why. I can't.
Is it the Joffrey boots or something?
These are my riding boots. I ride horses. So
Yeah, cool.
yeah, I just kind of put on what.
But maybe it's that you're gripping it. Yeah, I used to do that. If you stretch out your toes, right, like this, it doesn't feel very comfortable.
look
But
like
within 2 weeks, no, it's because the tendons get short on the underside of your foot.
Oh.
Right, it's like wearing high heels, probably not your problem, but when your toes are crunching up like that, because I know that problem too, I have that. My toes are actually kind of like a monkey's toes. We're alone here, aren't we? They're a bit long, like a monkey or a frog, and they've got like an extra joint in them. So yeah, I know all about toes. But you have toes that do this and this, which I used to have. Just saying, stretch them out.
Monkeys by any chance?
I think they're smelly. I got to hold a chimp, a baby chimp at Universal, and they were like, oh, Xena's here, come and hold a chimp. I was like, oh, do I have to? And I like them, but in trees, away from me. They smell funny, and they're like really dense. It's like holding a small man. There you go.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Public Art exclusive toe top. I love it. Toes, monkeys. What's your view on Primo? Hello.
Hi Lucy, I'm Hannah. I had the pleasure of meeting you at Sundance earlier this year. I loved your film.
You lucky dog.
That was just amazing. You're amazing. We all love you here. But
You're only human.
anyway, so I'm a huge fan of music. It's my favorite thing other than traveling. Traveling is my #1 love. But music's always been something that gets me through life, and I wanted to know if you had any music in your life, whether it's currently or in the past, that has really inspired you and gotten through your life, or just something that you really enjoy listening to right now.
I remember a very poignant time of my life was the end of my first marriage, and which was about coinciding with Xena starting actually, and it was Annie Lennox's album Diva was like telling my story. It was our story actually of both of us, and yeah, that was one of those highly sort of autobiographical albums for me to listen to, you know.
Anything that you listen to current day that you really like?
I've been really enjoying some Eurotrash, like
like examples, like artists?
I love the song, Take Off Your Clothes, da-da, oh bless me father. It's somebody with Filatov, I don't know who it is, but I'm like, I love that song. And it makes me feel like I'm, you know, 20-something in Europe, a time I never had.
Thank you, Lucy.
My pleasure.
Great question. Hi there.
Hello, I'm Kieran. Hi.
Hello,
I
Kieran.
loved meeting you yesterday, finally. Would you ever write an autobiography?
No.
I don't think.
I've been asked so many times, and the truth is, like, I live my life for me, to please me. I don't want to tell people what the hell I've been getting up to. I'm a very private person. And let me tell you, it's been interesting. There's a few stories. I must, actually, I'll preface that. It's a little bit not true, because I have written down a few, like, one-liners of, oh, one day I might tell that story. So there's a few people's like, watch out.
Let's just pick and choose.
Yeah, just a few gnarly stories. I doubt it though, because I'm so hungry for life and sensation. I'm not really interested in reducing it down to mere words. I cannot convey whatever the sensation was, so it wouldn't be satisfying. It's very painful writing. You ever tried writing? Any of you writers? Ooh, it's hard work, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I was just wondering, over the course of your career, have you had any more challenging roles that stick out to you over others?
Lucretia is undoubtedly the most challenging psychologically. Xena also, because it was so many years. Sometimes some years were harder to get through than others, just because life intersected with the job. And that would be physically the most challenging. Oh my God, they're all kind of tough, but not compared to baking bricks in Bangladesh or working in a factory, chicken sexing or whatever. These things are really stressful. So I'm not complaining, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, Lucretia was one of your favourite roles that you did.
Thank you.
Do you quite like Roman history?
Yeah, I do actually. But I like it that the Romans already back then